Hello, welcome Sagittarius. This is Meredith. I am here with your monthly reading for August 2018. I am using Tarot of the Trees. I'm doing it a little different this month. I've pulled 2 cards for each week of the month for you, and we'll go through them. I want to remind you to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs if they are of interest to you, but watching them all will give you a good perspective of what's going on in the month for you, for your sign. So let's jump right in and see what's on the bottom of the deck for you. 10 of Cups. Hey, Sagittarius. Well, hello, you have arrived, right? That's a great card. That's dream fulfillment right there. Not a bad start. That's water, Mars and Pisces. It's prosperity, joy, contentment. It's living the benefits of love. Secure energy within your family, great happiness across the board, but also great happiness for couples. There's peace, harmony, togetherness on this card. A more stable foundation in relationships as well. More fulfillment. I love it. I hope you love it. All right, let's take a look at your first week of August. 8 of Swords. Well, it's nice you have the 10 of Cups there. 8 of Swords. That's a bit of a stressy card. That's air. It's Jupiter and Gemini. It's a feeling of restriction. Feeling trapped due to challenging experiences. My intuition tells me that this is somehow on the work front for you, less on the home front, though I'm sure that could be the case for some of you. It does feel work related. It's feeling stuck, like something won't improve. There's also anxiety on this card. Yeah, career challenges, my guides are saying. A frustrated feeling. What's interesting about this card, in a traditional tarot deck, you usually see a person in a circle of swords, and they're blindfolded, and they appear to have their hands tied. But if you look closely at the image, there's no real knot in the tie, so the hands could be freed easily. The blindfold could be pulled off, and the circle of swords is not fully closed. You could step right through them. So this card means that the answer's right in front of you, though you may not be seeing it. Let's see what goes with it, though. The World. Yeah. Completion. No. Hold on. What do my guides want to say? I'm being interrupted. That's why I said no. Yes, it's completion. It's a fulfillment. So this is the end of a cycle. So something challenging, again, I'm leaning heavy toward work or career, is coming to an end. My feeling is the world represents the light at the end of the tunnel for you. It's Earth, Saturn. This is a success, joy, reward card, which is really nice because you've got the 10 of Cups and the World. 10s are completion. So whatever this 8 of Swords is for you, Sagittarius, it's nearing an end. Things start to run more smoothly when the World shows up. And my guides always like to say that it's indicative of the world laying itself at your feet. The world is your oyster, so to speak. It brings messages of fulfilling love, happiness and joy in relationships. So that's a repeat to the 10 of Cups. Also, the phase that's coming to an end on this 8 of Swords ends in a favorable way for you. So things work out better than you imagine or think they could. My feeling is you're staring at something that looks really difficult, that's perhaps even made you feel weary and worn out, and you're just so done with it that you don't have an inspired feeling about it. But with the 10 in the World, there's inspiration to be found. Let's see, your next week, second week, we start with the 7 of Wands. Well, you know, the other thing I feel here too is like the first part of the week, say Sunday to maybe midday Wednesday, feels like this 8. And then the rest of the week feels like the world. And I'm feeling it again in the second week by drawing the 7 here. One thing I want to say about all the 7s in tarot, they are somehow related to bringing heaven to earth, which I find to be a very sweet message. It's not repeated enough by other tarot readers, in my humble opinion, because a lot of the 7s bring challenge. Earth, it's Mars and Leo. Well, there you go. Mars and Leo. Talk about opposites, right? But there's courage on this card, and it's seeing a bigger picture, having endurance. There's success and victory here. Making your dreams a reality, but you got to stand your ground for it. And you may have someone negotiating you. And I say it that way on purpose. There's negotiation, which is a sharing of opinions to settle something and arrive at a compromise, perhaps. But then there's those who would negotiate you, which is a kind way of saying there are those who would try to manipulate you. I marvel at how for some people no really means no, and for other people no means let the negotiation begin so I can change your mind. That's what I feel on this 7 here. So stand your ground. Sometimes we get our heels dug in, and other times we need to dig in, and that's what I'm feeling. Again, second week of August, it feels like Sunday to Wednesday, and then what goes with it? The moon. Something shifts midday Wednesday, and the energy changes for you. You know, and we could even boil this down a little bit more, in that you could spend half a day in the being negotiated, and the other half of the day tuned into your psychic awareness with the moon energy so present, so that you can glean from your intuition what you most need to know to move forward in this 7 of Wands situation. But I mean, this 7 is a good 7. There's some challenge to it. You will experience 2 sides of the coin on this card. All its best qualities and some of its less favorable qualities. But the moon is water, Pisces. This is illusion and dreams. And I say illusion because, as if you've watched any of the videos, you've heard me say that the sun, you know, lends its light to the moon. So the moon is lit with borrowed light, and it casts an unusual shadow, and you see things differently. And so my feeling here is that in the first part of a day or the first part of the second week, things could feel unclear to you. They may appear unclear, but it's your intuition that's going to give you the clarity you need so that you can stand your ground. Sagittarius, what are you up to? People are challenging you right now. Third week, we start with the 2 of Pentacles. I'm probably going to come back to this moon. I just felt like I needed to move on. That's Earth. It's Jupiter in Capricorn. It's a slower energy, but it's a much more favorable energy. And the 2 of Pentacles is all about negotiation and somehow making a money managing decision. You know, Sagittarius, I'm feeling like August is shaping up for you to lean more heavily into the career aspect of your life, and you've got some decisions to make that don't appear to be simple. There are a lot of factors and details that you're going to want to pay attention to. This 2 of Pentacles feels like the need for a long-term plan. Like you've had a loose idea for a while, but now you need to firm that up. Also, the 2 of Pentacles asks us to find a good balance between work and relaxation. So it's possible some of you are working too much, pushing. I feel like you're pushing a little too hard. And some of you are even considering a move which feels like it has a deadline or some sort of pressure attached to it. But this third week of August may bring you, yes, the ease in which to make the decision. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, you have the Hierophant here, and I always want to say buy the book when I turn this card over. There's a lot to this card. If you aren't familiar with it, I highly recommend you read up on it. There's a ton of information on this card. This is also Earth, Taurus, so you're going to push through this process, whether it's work, love, living arrangement. You're pushing through. But the Hierophant specifically, it's a very spiritual card, and it's about commitments. It's also about education. The Hierophant is about teaching and learning, contemplation, being more spiritually aware, integrating your intellect with your spirit. That's a big deal. And ascending to a higher plane of awareness within your own self. You're nurturing your talents. You are wise counsel, and you seek wise counsel. This is really the perfect card for you to get to go with the Two of Pentacles, and in light of this negotiation energy that I'm feeling here. This tells me you're going to turn to your higher awareness to make your choices. You're also going to move into what is factual for a time so that you can get your bearings. You're going to take a look at the facts. You're going to lift away some of the emotion, get to the facts. That's going to be what's in your foundation. And once you have your facts established, then you can apply your emotional intelligence to it, and then you'll make your decision. That just feels how it'll go that week for you. On a personal, like less work related, more personal related, there's making space for new people in your life and celebrating the sacred in relationship. So this is a good time to connect with a really good and dear friend, maybe talk this out with them. And it's also a great time to turn to your beloved and, pull the shades, draw the curtains, shut out the rest of the world for a little while, connect with your beloved, have heartfelt conversations, and work through the details. And then you'll be refreshed. Let's see your fourth week. Queen of Wands. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Queen of Wands. It's like the phoenix rising up out of the ashes, She's double fire. She's Aries and Pisces, too. This is where you arrive at, Sagittarius. You start the month in Eight of Swords, which looks a little, let's be kind and say challenging. I want to say it looks like a shitstorm to me. Sorry about that. And you land in the Queen of Wands. I mean, what better transformation in the course of 4 weeks, right? She's all about creativity and focus. She's the mother of the artisan, the organizer. She's a great communicator, really sociable, which, this is an aspect of your sign too, Sagittarius. You're very gregarious and social and fun. This queen is intensely loyal and self-aware. So you arrive at the Queen of Wands from a place of uncertainty, and you get there by tuning into your self-awareness. That's awesome. She's also really, really in touch with her intuition. She makes good choices in relationships, which means not only do your beloved relationships thrive right now, but your relationship to yourself sees you through the challenges that you're facing in the month. She fires up enthusiasm, and she makes the most of the opportunities right in front of her and reminds us that we have the strength we need to step into our power and see everything through. You can do this. Four of Cups. Okay. Well, I'm glad the Queen is with the Four. The Four of Cups can be a little bit of a challenging card. One of the positive aspects is that fours are so stable. And there is an issue of stability here for you, but you've got an 8, even though it's a challenging card, which is double 4, that's double foundation, stability, double stability within the foundation of you. Then you have the 4 over here. You're making a decision with the 2 to have more stability. And the 7 lends stability as well. Then the World and the 10, they're great cards. So your challenges, I feel, are easily traversed if you listen to your inner self and talk things through with those you know, love, and trust. The 4 of Cups is water. It's Moon in Cancer. There's a restless energy on this card. There can be boredom and disillusion and disappointments of the past revisit. But you have that Queen. She's going to set all that junk right on fire. So you feel it, but you transform it. There's a sense of rejection on the 4 as well, and this feeling of risk, that if you open your heart so wide, you risk being hurt as you were once hurt in your past. It's really good you have that Queen right over top of it, because, like I said, she'll set it on fire. She's all passion, that one. And Sagittarius, you're passionate. That's the fire in your core. You live for this. Though when you're wounded, you can carry it a long time. So for some reason in this 4th week, you're maybe revisiting some disappointments and hurts as you work through making these decisions. But as they come up, just embody your Queen. You'll make it through, and things will be better than you can imagine. I don't feel the need to clarify anything, so I'm going to move on to the Doreen Virtue Angel Answer cards for you. It's your opportunity to ask a question, just like we do in the dailies. I like this. I'm going to put this with the 8. If you believe. Yeah, believe in yourself, Sagittarius. You've got it going on all day long. Your intuition and your higher self-awareness is usually spot on. Here we go. I'm putting this with the Queen. Emphatic yes. If you asked a yes, no, that's an emphatic yes. One more card. That seems the theme of your month. A little bit of recovery there. You're revisiting some old stuff. It's like you're cleaning your inner spiritual closet. That's positive. It can be bittersweet, but it is positive. Alright, here's an affirmation card for you for the month. I'm using the Universe Has Your Back. Hope is the conduit for miracles. Yeah. Believe in miracles. If you believe, Sagittarius, yes. The 10 of Cups is yours. Thank you so much for watching. It's a joy to do these videos. Have a wonderful August. Don't forget to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It'll give you an amazing snapshot of the energies that you're navigating in the month of August. Please give the video a like, a share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate that so very much. If you would like to book a private reading, you can do that in the description box below. I'll be back next month with September for you, and of course you can always find me in the daily readings as well. Blessings to you, Sagittarius. Peace.